Hello everyone, we are from group 11 and we would like to present about our material with the topic is intensive and extensive reading models. And my name is Gabriela Shalom and my student number is AAA 118015.
My name is Sayali Haryati and my student number AAA 118024.
Hello, my name is Judith Martina Basu and my student number is AAA 116131.
My name is Krishna Multi. My student number is AAA 118016.
My name is Setriani and my student number is AAA 118011.
In here I will tell you about the definition from some expert. First is from Scrivener in 1994, page 188. He said that the reader carefully and closely read a short text with the intention of gaining an understanding of as much as detail as possible. This means that the learner focus on the language more than the text. And then second is according to Francois Gallet, intensive reading is reading shorter text to extract specific information. This activity is likely more to emphasize the accuracy activity involving for reading details. And then for the definition of extensive reading from Suhartini in 2012, extensive reading is similar to speed reading. This reading activity requires students to read quickly. In addition, students are expected to get ideas from the text they have read. And after that, Harold Falmer said that the terms of extensive reading have a meaning that rapidly book after book and with a focus on the meaning and not the language of the text. So Farmer contested for the need for language learners to be able to enjoy reading large volumes of text for the real world purposes of gaining information and pleasure from reading. Importantly, the level of the text needs to be slightly easier than the learner's ability in order for language acquisition to take place. And then, according to Graham Stanley, he said that extensive reading involves students reading long texts or large quantities for general understanding. With the intention of enjoying the text, it means that students are given freedom to choose their own topics, which they think that is interesting or interested for them to be discussed. And then in this case, the student also have to find supported articles related to the topic in order to give them background knowledge so that they know more about the topic they have chosen.
Okay, and here I want to explain about purpose of intensive reading model and extensive of reading model. Okay, for the first, I will explain about intensive of reading model. Intensive reading requires a high level of focus and deliberate effort. It can compare with extensive reading, which involves learners reading text for enjoyment and to develop general reading skills. The second one is about extensive reading model. The first purpose is to simply read as much as possible without concerning oneself with the minutiae of meaning and the occasional unknown word. The second one, extensive reading helps learners to build reading speed and reading fluency, and the last is builds confidence and motivation, which makes the learner a more effective user of language.
Okay, and then next, the principle of intensive reading. So in here, based on Texas Women's University, intensive reading has 7 principles. Those are overview, verbose, question, reading, summarize, test, and understanding.
Okay, and the next is principle of extensive reading model. Based on Texas Women's University, extensive reading has 10 principles. Those are choice, easy, text to engage with and react to, no comprehension questions, individual silent reading, no dictionaries, range of genres, use recordings, no test, and teacher participation.
In these slides, I will explain about examples of intensive reading and extensive reading. From number 1, intensive reading example, the learners read a short text and put events from it into chronological order. Example of intensive reading materials are reports, contract, news articles, and blog posts. In the classroom, intensive reading activities include skimming a text for specific information to answer true or false statements, or filling gaps in a summary, scanning a text to match headings to paragraph, and then reading them carefully to put them into the correct order. Number 2 is extensive reading example. A teacher reads a short story with learners, but doesn't set them any task except to read and listen. Extensive reading materials are magazines, novels, comic books, and history books. In the classroom, extensive reading is often overlooked, especially as a classroom activity. Teachers often feel it is not an effective use of class time or are just uncomfortable with the extended silence. Learners can be encouraged to read extensively by setting up a class library, encouraging review writing, and incorporating reading of books into the syllabus, and dedicating some class time to quiet reading.
Here we have 5 advantages of intensive reading. The first one, for low-level readers, intensive reading is the fastest way to build vocabulary. The second advantage, intensive reading helps in learning grammar contextually. The third, it provides a base for students to develop a greater control of language. The fourth, explains meaning contextually. And the last one is improves power of expression. So now the advantages of extensive reading. The first advantage is students become better reader. It is widely accepted that people become good readers through reading, and that learning how to read should mean a primary focus of attention on the meaning rather than the language of the text. It is pretty obvious that extensive reading helps students become better readers. Research by Richard Day, amongst many others, shows that we learn to read by reading. The more language students read, the better readers they become. An integral part of this is learning new vocabulary. So yeah, the second advantage is students learn more vocabulary. Probably the most cited benefit of extensive reading is that it can extend and sustain students' vocabulary growth. We know that vocabulary is not learned by a single exposure. Experts in language and literacy development, such as Harvard University Education Professor Catherine Snow, believe that you need to encounter a word or phrase in different contexts between 15 and 20 times to have a high possibility of learning the word or phrase. Students are highly unlikely to encounter vocabulary sufficient times within the classroom to learn it. However, if they read extensively, they are much more likely to get multiple encounters with words and phrases in a variety of contexts. The third advantage is students improve writing. Students who read extensively also make gains in writing proficiency. This is probably because as students encounter more language more frequently through extensive reading, their language acquisition mechanism is primed to produce it in writing. The fourth advantage is students improve overall language competence. In addition to gains in reading and writing proficiency, research demonstrates that students who read extensively also make gains in overall language competence. For example, Coe and Crescent in 1994 reported that their board adult ESL learners increased competence in both listening and speaking abilities through reading extensively. So, extensive reading would seem to benefit all language skills, not just reading and writing. And the fifth, as students become more motivated to read, it is highly motivating for students to discover that they can read in English and that they enjoy it. For this reason, it is essential that the books are interesting to students and at a level appropriate to their reading ability. If students find the books compelling and interesting and can understand them, they may become more eager readers. This can also help to boost their confidence and self-esteem as language learners. The sixth advantage of extensive reading is students develop learner autonomy. Students can read anywhere at any time, and reading extensively helps them become more autonomous learners. To promote learner autonomy, extensive reading should be a student-managed activity. That is to say that students should decide what, when, where, and how often they read. And then the last advantage of extensive reading is students become more empathic. Neuroscientific and social science studies have shown that people who read literacy fiction extensively are more empathic. People who read novels about other people who are very different from themselves and their backgrounds are particularly empathic. So the conclusion of the advantages of extensive reading is there are many benefits of extensive reading and language learning. These include gains in reading and writing competence, oral and oral skills, vocabulary growth, an increase in motivation, self-esteem, and empathy. Students who read extensively also become more autonomous learners.
Okay, I will explain about disadvantage of intensive reading and extensive reading. Intensive reading is not able to instill a lot of reading in students, and as a result, they are lazy to read. In other words, the drawback of the intensive reading are that the method exploit reading only a little and lacks attractiveness, doesn't fully support the intense objectives. Disadvantage of extensive reading. Number one is there is very little practice in pronouncing words. When doing the extensive reading, you prefer to read silently. Extensive reading has a weakness in terms of pronunciation. Number two, not learning to speak. As in the first point, extensive reading causes less effective learning to speak. Number three, more likely to have difficulty understanding verbal sentence in grammar. The difficulties you get can just flow because you usually don't realize the sentence you are reading even though the sentence is very simple.
Okay guys, it is the conclusion for our material today. So the conclusion is reading is an important skill in language learning. Two of them are intensive reading and extensive reading. Both of intensive or extensive readings are good and useful in improving our reading skill, but they have differences in many ways, like the definitions, purposes, principles, advantages and disadvantages, and it is hoped that coincide with our explanation about them can help others know the differences.